Luke, huge congratulations. Your best performance to date at Alexandra Palace. Did it feel as good as it looked up there?
Yeah, it felt good. I didn't see the averages on the screen till after the second set. And then I think after the first set, I had a nosy at both of the screens. I was on a 109, so yeah, dropped 2 points in the average. But overall, I'm happy with my performance, and I always say the double in 71%, I'm always happy with it.
Yeah, you're a big numbers man. The 107 average, 71%, 4 ton plus checkouts. They must fill you with such confidence.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, no matter how you win a game, obviously you want to win it in fashion, in style. But yeah, just to get the win and progress to the 29th, hopefully. I can't wait to be back.
Speaking of winning in fashion, you've maintained your perfect record here of not conceding a whole set. When you hit that 180 in the third set, we saw a lot of emotion come out of you. How much does that record mean to you? Is it a little mini game you like to keep intact through these games?
Yeah, obviously not losing a set. It's always a good thing. Obviously I can get into the lead in most of the games. But practicing before the game, I went back to back so many times, and not to do it on there. So yeah, hopefully that 9 data can come within the next few days.
And coming into this tournament as the world #1 and reigning champion, you could have had a lot of pressure on your shoulders. But up on that stage, you seemed as relaxed as you've ever been. Was that the most composed you felt on this stage?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there was a bit of nerves in the first game against Darius, and obviously against David Davies. It was a bit of a weird game. But obviously, once I got that first set and the second set, I settled in. But tonight was just like a free hit. I had no nerves whatsoever, and I just let my darts do the talking.
And you've got Damien Heta or Rob Cross in the next round. If you play what you did tonight, does it matter who your opponent is, or are you considering that in your next match?
Yeah, I mean, obviously people can say whoever plays Luke the next, they're going to lose, but this is darts. Anything can happen. Anyone can win and lose. But yeah, I've just got to show up for my next game and hopefully put in another performance like that.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Luke, well done. Are you having a bet with somebody for how little time you can spend on the stage? Because that was unreal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think someone said 25 minutes on stage, so that's not too bad. Obviously, us players, obviously when the bunting game's been going on after the third set, we go up to the practice room closer to the stage. But yeah, obviously waiting a lot longer to go on stage, but just had to keep focused and had to keep practicing away until it was my time.
Where would you say you are in relation to where you want to be? I know that you're always striving for better, so that's something that you're going to try and improve on tonight. But there's got to be a certain point where you think, yeah, I'm not far off my best here.
Yeah, I mean, tonight it's a good performance. I think round 1 and 2 wasn't the best, but just got the job done. Back after Christmas, like I always say. But yeah, this is it. Like I said, on stage there's the Sky Sports. After Christmas, for the past 2 years, we've packed enough clothes, 6-7 days worth, just in case I do get to that final. But yeah, and like I say again, I can only beat what's in front of me, and I'll be watching the game tomorrow.
Is a lot of it about momentum as well? Just keeping that momentum going at this stage? Because before you can't get any because of the gaps, but now is that something you're thinking about? Yeah,
I mean, you can always build momentum yourself, even when you're on stage. Hitting a 180 or hitting a ton plus, breaking your opponent, and you're throwing first in that leg. And yeah, as a player, you can always build it up and play better.
Well played.
Cheers.
Luke, congratulations. You said their round 1 and 2 wasn't the best. And when you see other players, Jan, Gary, Michael, putting those ton plus averages, you had a little glint in your eye, a little mischievous look. Was it important for you to add your list of just laying down that marker to everyone else tonight? Yeah,
obviously it's laying down a marker, obviously 107 average. But I'd probably say 80%, 90% of the time I won't come back here and hit 107 average, because it starts. We don't always play this way. We don't always play high numbers, and sometimes it's just about getting the job done. But yeah, I think it is a statement made tonight, and obviously I'm back in a couple of days.
Meant to play quicker than you expected tonight?
Oh yeah, I liked it. Even when we threw for the ball in the back room, I was like, keep this up, Mensur, keep this up. But like I said, last time I was there, just expect the worst. But it wasn't that bad. I tried to match Mensur. I wasn't rushing to the hockey, I wasn't rushing back to the hockey. I was drinking a lot of water. And yeah, I think I settled in straight away in that first set.
And your quest to go back to back, first time anyone would have done it in a decade. When did you start really thinking about that? And is that the driving force to do something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can only think about it if you do get to that final. obviously I always say this, and I've always heard it off Phil Taylor: do the hard work, get into the final, and once you're in that final, just settle down. You've done the hard work. So obviously hard work goes into every game, but like I said, you can only beat what's in front of you, and obviously Hetter and Cross will be a cracking game tomorrow afternoon, and we'll see who we have to play.
Well done, Luke. How wary were you of the challenges that Mensur poses up on that stage, especially after everything that happened with Joe Cullen last week?
Yeah, obviously the Joe Cullen game I only catched a little bit of it, maybe the last set. Obviously I see Mensur, he was giving it a bit after every leg he won, but I just couldn't give him the opportunity. But once I give him that opportunity, he well and truly took it. But what was crucial tonight is obviously the 1-2-4, going 3-0 up, and just getting into that even bigger lead against him.
Yeah, you say when he did get those legs, he was getting involved, he was celebrating with the crowd. Is it crucial for you to sort of keep those blinkers on and not get involved in all of that?
Yeah, even before he hit his first leg of the match, he was building up a bit of form. He was playing better than what he did in the first and second set, and obviously the crowd were getting involved, and I just said to myself, just try and win this set. And obviously when it goes 2-2, all you're thinking about is just trying to hold or break throw to go 3-0 up. And yeah, I'm glad I got that 3-0 advantage.
Considering what you've done in here the last couple of years you've been at this tournament, do you have any minimum expectations, and how high are those expectations at the World Championships?
Yeah, obviously the record is obviously runner-up and a winner, but we've just got to go round after round. If a winner wins, if a loser lose. But if I play well and lose, then I won't really be bothered. But yeah, I just got to keep winning and keep facing what's in front of you.
Luke, well done tonight. You said that when the draw came out, Mensur sent you a message. Did he talk to you backstage before the match?
Yeah, I mean, not really. Obviously, there's separate parts in the practice room where all your family's sitting, and there's a separate practice room. I don't think I've seen him come out of the practice room once, so did he do a bit too much practicing? We don't know. But yeah, I didn't speak to him only when we done the bull-up.
You said that he played a lot quicker than what you expected. Why do you think he was so slow against Joe Cullen and then was a bit more normal pace against you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. Obviously, it weren't the best of games. Obviously, 81 average and winning. But obviously, you can't think that Mensur's going to put in another 81 average. He definitely didn't tonight. So you can only get better, and that's what he done tonight. But I was just that too good for him.
We know how good you are on the board, but mentally, how strong and experienced do you think you are at 18 years old? Because on stage, you said that you try to prepare for the potential pace, you slowed your throw down, and we've seen other players in the past, not just this World Championship, where they come up against a player who is slow and they just can't handle it, despite years of experience. Yet you adapted.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm honest, mentally on the stage, I don't think I'm really that good. I can still lose my head a bit, can still throw a dart in the board out of frustration. I can get frustrated, we all do. But obviously I'm still only 18. I can still work on it and build from it. And yeah, you can only build on it and obviously try and stop that. And obviously if I'm winning 3-0 and 4-0, then there's nothing to worry about.
You may not want to answer, but what makes Luke Littler lose his head on stage?
Missing doubles, someone giving it large when they hold a throw, not saying who. But yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Luke. Well done today.
No worries.
Congratulations, Luke. Is that one of the most complete performances on that stage that you've put in? Yeah,
I mean, obviously, I think it's a record average personally for myself at the Worlds. I just think everything went so smoothly tonight. 71% on doubles. I'm always happy if it was above half, if it's above 50. And obviously the scoring's there and the ton plus checkouts were there tonight, so as a whole it was a good performance.
And was it important to get stuck into Mensur early to sort of stop him from potentially, doing what he, was accused of doing against Joe?
Yeah, I mean, always, before I get on stage, I say to myself, just get the first set under your belt, get that winning feeling. You can win a set, and that's all I want to do on that stage, 1-0 up, 2-0 up. But against Mensur, I had to really dig deep and get them early sets in.
And Rob Cross or Damon Hetter next. Is there any preference you prefer playing one or the other, or does it not matter to you?
Yeah, obviously Rob's not playing the best of darts. Obviously he's got stuff going on at home. And obviously Damo, he's not been playing the best either. But obviously tomorrow they're playing each other. But I think they'll bring the best out of each other. They obviously need to perform well. But yeah, bring on any of them.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Luke, wow. When you win the Premier League in your first attempt, the World Championships in your second time of asking, whilst potentially going back-to-back this year, on top of collecting so many other trophies in a short amount of time, how do you plan on keeping that motivation in the long run when you know you've still got so much time ahead of you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said it plenty of times. I just want to win one of every major, take everything off, and then build on it. Obviously, I've won the Grand Slam back-to-back, so I know how to defend the title, and this World Championships so far so good. And yeah, we can only build on it and face what's in front of us.
Yeah, you mentioned last time out having spare time recently over Christmas to spend time with the family, go and see United play. Things you can't do week in, week out because you're playing so much throughout the year. How important is all of that in helping you maintain that high level?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to have days off, but obviously them 9-10 days before my second round game in this Worlds, it was really crucial, and obviously the Christmas break was crucial as well. But yeah, now we're here, and hopefully we can go all the way. But obviously it's Damo or Rob next.
And we saw your reaction coming back to that, screaming on the stage, when you hit that 180 when it was 2-2 in set number 3. Even though losing that set wouldn't have probably changed anything with the result of the match. Does that show the high level of standards you set yourself and how much every moment matters to you? Yeah,
I mean, I've always got to perform my best. Obviously, if you're at 180 at a crucial time, you're always going to give it big. Obviously, I was on 304, so a 140, 180, a 134. Any of them would have done, but obviously to hit the 180, settle the 124 and check out was even more special.
Congratulations, Luke. You are the youngest player left in the tournament right now, but you sit here as the defending world champion, a Premier League winner, and all of the other honours you've accomplished as well. In a way, are you now one of the more experienced players left in the competition?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm very experienced, but obviously the likes of Van Gerwen, your Luke Humphries, your Gary Andersons, they've been here plenty of times. They've been on the tour for plenty more years. But obviously I've got a good record here, runner-up and a winner. And like I said there, I've won 3 games so far, and we can kick on into this longer format into the next rounds.
This may sound a bit of a strange question in a way, but as 18 years old, but as the world #1 darts player, do you still feel like a kid in a way, or are you now feeling like a man on and off the hockey?
Yeah, I mean, not really. It's 18, and when your birthday comes and you're 19, it's just an extra number. It doesn't really mean anything. Obviously, you're getting older. But yeah, I'm just enjoying it. The family's enjoying it. We're still on this absolute roller coaster. And yeah, as long as I play my darts, I'm happy. The sponsors are happy, and most importantly, the family's happy.
If I'm not mistaken, Paul Libb only got 1 leg against Humphries in that last match. Were you hoping to not drop a leg in this entire game to get one over Humphries? Yeah,
obviously when you're 2-0 up and obviously your opponent's not won a leg, you kind of feel that you can win the next 2 sets, 3-0, 3-0, and go on and win the match 4-0. But fair play to Mensur, he found his feet, he found a bit of form, but I just had to close that off with the 1-2-4 checkout.
Congratulations today, Luke.
Cheers.
May I ask a question? What do you think, who will be able to stop you?
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to decide. I'm playing well this tournament, and the match tonight, it was obviously my best performance tonight, and we can only get better, and hopefully I can play like that again in a few days' time.
Luke, congratulations, you're still in the race to be the champion again, still in the race for the £1 million also. Is that some kind of extra motivation, like to be the first to win at the 1 million?
Yeah, that's all I want to do is go back to back. Obviously everyone talks about the £1 million, but since the Grand Prix, the build up to the World Championships, it's all about going back to back, and then you can focus on the money. I've never been about the money, it's all about the titles.
Yeah, what does it say about the sports of darts that the prize money has increased a lot?
Yeah, obviously it's increased. It's increased because us players are getting better. It's obviously certainly not all mine. But yeah, it's increased for just because everyone's getting into the darts. The more obviously the tickets getting sold, everyone tuning in at home, and yeah, we're just going bigger and bigger. And darts, it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger. There's no stopping it.
Yeah. How does the Luke Littler effect has influenced it, you think?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the Luke Littler effect, it's still going strong in this tournament. I don't think the Bunting effect is going too well this tournament. So, yeah, maybe I've got the biggest fan base.
Thank you.
I had to say that, sorry.
Hi, Luke, congratulations. Mensur smiled on the stage the whole time, even he had no chance against you. And he had some interactions with the fans when he got chances on the doubles. How did you see his body language today?
Yeah, to be honest, I think he just enjoyed being up there. Obviously, from me, watching him as a little kid, obviously simply the best. The walkout, it's one of the good ones. But yeah, I had the job to do, and Mensur can be proud of his tournament.
After the match was finished, I saw a scene that Mensur made you smile on stage. What did he tell you in this moment?
Yeah, I can't remember what he said, but he said something about the doubles just sticking in every time. So saying I couldn't miss, and I missed a few doubles, but I got the crucial ones in.
Before the match, he said that he wants to throw you off the stage. How much of a satisfaction is it to do the other way around?
Yeah, I mean, that's meant to. Obviously, we never played before tonight, so there was never going to be any bad words leading up to the game, and obviously I've got the win over him. But like I said, he just looked like he enjoyed himself tonight. He played his darts, and myself, I can go on into round 4.
Thank you.
Thank you.